to them niggas, they ain't do nothing. Niggas acting like they wanna fuck around and lose some. See my whip, see my shoes, ain't gotta prove nothing. All these bitches over there, I might have to choose some. I heard them niggas over there broke, you ain't never blew nothing. See, that's a shame, baby. See, you ain't never really in top speed, switch lanes, baby. How you gripping, but he broke it in the game, baby. Can't fuck with lame niggas no more, but I'm to blame, baby. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die before I break. My bitch for 20, we up in the stakes. My niggas too greedy, we cleaning them plates. I used to be in my head, but bitches gain time. Might put some money on your head, cause I can't make time. I know some niggas want me dead, but bitch, that's fake rhyme. I heard they talking to the fans, nigga, that's state time. Shit get shifty, baby. So you can't slide with none of my niggas if you busy, baby. You make a lot with one of my niggas if you out of bounds. If I call on my dogs, don't you stay around. I hear them demons in my head, don't wanna hear none. I know them niggas want me dead, but I don't feel none. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go.
Jay and this bitch going crazy. Oh God.
Yeah, we run into them niggas, they ain't do nothing. Niggas acting like they wanna fuck around and lose some. See my whip, see my shoes, ain't gotta prove nothing. All these bitches over there, I might have to choose some. I heard them niggas over there broke, you ain't never blew nothing. See, that's a shame, baby. See, you ain't never really in top speed, switch lanes, baby. How you gripping, but he broke it in the game, baby. Can't fuck with lame niggas no more, but I'm to blame, baby. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die before I break. My bitch for 20, we up in the stakes. My niggas too greedy, we cleaning them plates. I used to be in my head, but bitches gain time. Might put some money on your head, cause I can't make time. I know some niggas want me dead, but bitch, that's fake rhyme. I heard they talking to the fans, nigga, that's state time. Shit get shifty, baby. So you can't slide with none of my niggas if you busy, baby. You make a lot with one of my niggas if you out of bounds. If I call on my dogs, don't you stay around. I hear them demons in my head, don't wanna hear none. I know them niggas want me dead, but I don't feel none. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down when no up, when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go.
Welcome back to another glorious day in the KLA, as we have the Tribe versus God's Army. Starting lineup for the Tribe: on yo ass Tron, on the 1, on the 2, Rick, on the 3, Stony, on the 4, Smoke, and on the 5, Jimmy. For God's Army, we have coming in on the 1, G5NY, definitely a player to be watching out for this game. On the 2, Damaris. On the 3, Galvani. On the 4, Cullies. And on the 5, Damaus. Tonight promises to be an exceptional matchup between these two teams. And tip-off, won by God's Army. Cully's putting it down to start off the game. Tron bringing it up over to Rick. Seems like we have a lot of riding around the rosy with the ball here. And he sinks it. G5 bringing it up for God's Army. Takes the defender and drops the 3 from the hash. Tron with the ball here. Over to Sony. Puts it up from the hash. Bounces high and wide as God's Army takes it the other way. Damaris putting it up from the corner to sink a 3. Way to finish off the fast break there. Don't know where the Tribe was aiming on that last shot, though. Smoke putting it in. G bringing it up over to Demaus. No contest in the paint as he shoves the defender under the rim. Rick with it. Getting a good little shake and bake going here. No good on the dunk. And it seems like he was just trying to slam it on the rim there. Smoke up to Rick wide. Defender gets a hand there at the last second as it's nothing but air. Oh, God's Army slamming it in on a fast break there. And they are just adding insult to injury here tonight as they are already sitting at a 7-point lead. The Tribe at 5. God's Army at 12. 3 minutes left in the first. Ron with the ball for the Tribe. Over to Stoney. And he got double defenders. Over to Rick. Jimmy with it in the... Oh, and he will go to shoot and get out of bounds. God's Army taking the ball here. And I don't know what his intention was there, but it definitely wasn't a turnover. If I wanted to see turnovers here, I'd order some apples. Stoney with it. Slamming it in as he had no contest to the paint there. More traffic during 5 o'clock rush hour. Demaus answering back. Tron trying to get fancy into the paint, and Jimmy finishing off the play there. And we're seeing a consistent back and forth here between these two teams. Over to Galvani, wide on the corner. Another 3 for God's Army here as they cannot seem to be stopped. It seems like the Tribe is putting very little effort on their corner defense here. Jimmy putting it up. Nice little layup there to add 2 to the board, but they need more than 2s to sink into this lead. G passing to Damaris, wide on the hash. In it goes. Stolen away here. God's Army taking it. Galvani wide to the rim. Stolen again, back by Tron. I've seen less left in an RPG. Damaris taking it back. God's Army going with it. G with the ball. Wide open on the hash, and he sinks it. And God's Army bringing the lead up to 12 points at the start of the game. 50 seconds here left in the first. God's Army with 23. The Tribe with 11. And Damaris said, "Get out my way." Blocked away. Ball goes to the God's Army. Damaris wide on the hatch to finish off the fast break. And the Tribe definitely needs to figure out something here to get this vibe back, as it is now at a whopping 17-point lead. God's Army at 28, the Tribe at 11. I've seen smaller Whoppers at a Burger King. Rick with it. Over to Tron. Tron wide from the top of the paint and gets the 2. DeMouse with the ball in the paint. And he needs to get out here before they get a violation. Damaris with it. Clear line. No good on the buzzer beater, and that'll end it for the first quarter. Tron bringing it up. Over to Rick. Jimmy with it. Stolen. Damaris taking it the other way. Galvani more open than a bar on a Tuesday night. Tron bringing it up. Stoney sinking it from the hash and no good. God's Army takes the ball. Cully's with it. Wide fadeaway, no good on the shot as it seemed like he was aiming for the backboards. No good on the oop. Not a good time to be failing that kind of fancy move, let alone giving up the possession. Galvani. And we will have a 3-second violation on the offense. God's Army keeping the ball here. Stoney. Over to Cully's. And Cully's sinking it there for another 2. That'll be another timeout for the Tribe as they only have 1 left. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the second. The score, 33 for God's Army, 13 for the Tribe, as we are now at the largest lead of the game of 20 points. Cully's stealing the ball, putting it up from 3. Bounces high and wide, but a nice little rebound there by Damaris. Oh, Galvani passing in. Damaris with it. No good on the defender break. Smoke with the rebound. Tron bringing it up. And we're seeing a big back and forth here tonight, but it is not good enough as they need to tighten up the defense on the Tribe. Galvani wide on the corner and he sinks the shot. And that's multiple. Oh! Blocked away. DeMau's bringing it up. No good, but nice put back on the second chance points here. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. The Tribe, 15. God's Army, 38. Tron putting it up. No good as it bounces high and wide. And someone might need to get their eyes checked as Tron has missed 3 shots now. Over to Rick. Thinks it from the from the hash there. Damaris bringing it up for God's Army. Wide open path to the paint with a fake out under sweep slam. Rick with defenders. Jimmy trying to put up the screen. Stolen on the pass by Damaris, taking it all the way up. No good on the shot. God's Army retrieving the ball on the rebound. Tribe with it. Over to Stoney. Stoney sinking it from the hash there. G with the ball for God's Army. Over to Damaris. And Damaris trying to find an open way to pass or at least get around. From the top of the paint. No good. Tron bringing it up. Defender got there at the last second. And Galvani with another one from the corner. This man is absolutely dominating the corner 3 shots right now. And if they cannot get someone to cover him, it might as well be game over. Over to Stoney. Tron. Jimmy putting it out. And he said, "This is my house." Damaris with it. Answering back with a dunk of his own. Surprised the rim didn't break on that one. Jimmy no good on the backboard layup. Rick stealing it away here from G. G trying to get it back. Over to Jimmy. To Tron. And we'll have a reach-in foul here on Galvani. Tron with it. And a blocking foul as he will go to the line for 3. No good on the first one. Oh, for 2, and he sinks the second. G with the ball, bringing it up for God's Army. Almost stolen there, but a nice little recovery. No good on the buzzer beater. Player of the half, Galvani. And we're seeing a huge discrepancy here between both teams. Tron with a B-, only 5 points scored. 5 assists, 1 steal, and 3 turnovers. Him and Smoke with the highest turnovers of the game. Shooting a solid 50%. Tron bringing it up. Over to Rick. Rick greening it from the 3. Damaris bringing it up for God's Army. And we've been seeing some fancy footwork here by Damaris. Puts it up, but no good on the shot, as that was a reckless shot to take. Tony putting it in to finish off a fast break there, as it seems like they might try and start cutting into this lead, as it has been brought down to only 18 points. 4 minutes left here in the third. The Tribe, 29. God's Army, 48. We'll have a shooting foul as he goes to the line for 2. Damaris putting up the free throws. Thinks the first one. Converts on both here. Tron bringing it up. Over to Rick. Jimmy with a layup as the defender sat under the net instead of in front of the man he should have been on. It seems like he was just picking lint off his uniform there. Tron with it. Puts it up. Thinks it from the hash again with slight coverage. Impressive shot. Damaris with the ball wide open here. Puts it up. Thinks the 3. Tron with the ball for the Tribe. Over to Stoney. Stoney sinking it. Beautiful floor awareness there by Tron. He got it to the open man, and they converted on the chance. Damaris bringing it up. No good. Defender covering him for 1 split second. Rick putting it up. Bounces high and wide. And again, these teams are just trying. No good on the oop. Cully's with it. Wide on the 2. Sinks the 2-pointer. Tron bringing it up for the Tribe. Poked away, Stoney recovering. And he slams it in. Need to put that on a cover of Air Jordans. Damaris with the ball here. Breaks the defender, but still cannot convert. All those flashy moves to get nothing out of it. Rick with a beautiful shot from the hash there. And I haven't seen very many shots by G this round. Normally, this man is scoring at least 40 points on the opposing team. Damaris with it. Passes up to Damaus. Back to Damaris. Poked away. Damaris recovering just at the last second. Bringing it up. Thinks the floater. Good bit of hang time on that one, too. Tron over to Rick. Over to Smoke. Rick putting it up from top of the 3. Bounces off the rim and out. God's Army converting on the fast break there. And it seems like God's Army has all but run away with this game. We are sitting at a solid 17-point lead. Stolen on the pass. Jimmy passing it up to Rick. We'll have a blocking foul. Smoke passing in. Over to Tron. Rick putting it up from the hash. Sinks the shot with nobody covering him. I've seen window panes with less openings. Damaris with the ball. Puts it up from top of the 2. No good, as the God's Army can't seem to convert on half of their shots. We'll have a personal foul here. Rick going to the line for 2. Converts on the first. Puts up the second, and he sinks it. 19 seconds left here in the third. God's Army at 59. The Tribe at 47. Tron bringing it up. Over to Rick. And we'll have a reach-in foul here. Rick going to the line for 2. Thinks the first. Puts the second in as they seem to be slowly cutting into this lead. Cully's wide open on the corner. Still cannot sink the shot. Tron putting it up. No good on the buzzer beater. God's Army starting the ball here in the fourth. Damaus with the ball. Stolen by Stoney on the pass out. And Stoney putting it down. G with the ball, trying to break his defender. Puts it up. And he sinks the 2, and that is a beautiful thing about this player. He will convert anytime he gets an opening. Poked away there. Tron recovering. Over to Stoney. Back to Tron. Tron bringing it forward. No good. Gully's wide open on the fast break 3. Again, no good. Damaris on the second chance there. Tron, double defenders in the paint. Out to Stoney. Stoney with a shooting foul as he goes to the line for 2. G bringing it up for God's Army. We're sitting at a 13-point lead. Blocked on the shot by Jimmy as the ball goes the other way. Stoney finishing it off. G with it. Over to DeMaus, to Galvani. G. Reach-in foul here on Tron. Galvani passing in. G with it. Damaris. Cully's wide open on the 3. Stoney putting it in. And we are down to a 9-point lead as the Tribe seems to be cutting into it. We might be on verge of a comeback here. Galvani passing in. Damaris with it. And Damaris breaking through to finish off the run. Tron with the ball here. Over to Rick, wide open on the corner, and he sinks the shot. Damaris bringing it up for God's Army. Puts it up. No good. DeMao's on the rebound. Cully's putting it up and sinking the corner 3 here. Surprise, surprise. The man does have eyes in his head and can sink the shot with them. DeMao's with it. Over to G. G wide on the hash. DeMaus blocked out. The Tribe will take the ball here as it goes out of bounds. Tron bringing it up. Stolen by Damaris on the pass in. God's Army taking it the other way, and the self-hoop is no good. What a horrible time to fail that move. Poked away there, Tron recovering. Rick with the shot, sinks it with heavy coverage. G to DeMaus. We are up to an 11-point lead here. Jimmy with the ball. Stolen on the pass in. Damaris taking it the other way. And it seems like this game is all but finished. Gonna need a repairman on the rim after this one. .43 seconds left in the fourth. 10-point lead. God's Army, 74. The Tribe, 64. Damaris bringing it up. Poked away. Damaris with the 2 to bring the lead up to 12. Tron bringing it in. Over to Rick. No good on the shot. Cully's with it. Thanks the corner three there. And we'll have a reach-in foul here to stop the clock. Jimmy passing it. Over to Rick. No good on the shot. DeMau's on the rebound. Stolen there by Rick. Stoney recovering it. Passing to Rick, and the game is over. God's Army taking this win here. 79. The Tribe, 64. Player of the game, Damaris.
Jay, this bitch going crazy. Oh God.
Yeah, we ran into them niggas, they ain't do nothing. Niggas acting like they win it, fuck around and lose some. See my whip, see my shoes, ain't gotta prove nothing. All these bitches over there, am I have to choose some? I heard them niggas over there broke, you ain't never blew nothing. See, that's a shame, baby. See, you ain't never really in top speed, switch lanes, baby. How you gripping, but he broke it in McCain.
Brayden, I'm working right now.
Niggas no more, but I'm the blame, baby. I'd rather die than baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die for a break. I'm bitching for 20, we up in the stakes. My niggas too greedy, we cleaning them plates. I used to be in my head, but bitches game time. Might put some money on your head, cause I can't make time. I know some niggas won't be there, but bitch, that's fake grind. I heard they talking to the fans, nigga, that's state time. Shit get shifty, baby. Till you can't slide with none of my niggas if you busy, baby. You make a lot with one of my niggas if you out of bounds. If I call on my dogs, don't you stay around. I hear them demons in my head, don't wanna hear none. I know them niggas won't be there, but I don't feel none. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Head on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Head on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go.
Jay, this bitch going crazy. Oh God.
Yeah, we ran into them niggas, they ain't do nothing. Niggas acting like they win it, fuck around and lose some. See my whip, see my shoes, ain't gotta prove nothing. All these bitches over there, am I have to choose some? I heard them niggas over there broke, you ain't never blew nothing. See, that's a shame, baby. See, you ain't never really in top speed, switch lanes, baby. How you gripping, but he broke it in McCain, baby. Can't fuck with lame niggas no more, but I'm the blame, baby. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die than go broke, that's the game, baby. Remember I was down with no hope when insane, baby. Better on her, I'll make him flow, bring the pain, baby. I'ma lay him down before I go. I'd rather die for a break. I'm bitching for 20, we up in the stakes. My niggas too greedy, we cleaning them plates. I used to be in my head, but bitches game time. Might put some money on your head, cause I can't make time. I know some niggas won't be there, but bitch, that's fake grind. I heard they talking to the fans, nigga, that's state time. Shit get shifty, baby. Till you can't slide with none of my niggas if you busy, baby. You make a lot with one of my niggas if you out of bounds. If I call on my dogs, don't you stay around. I hear them demons in my head, don't wanna hear none. I know them
Alright, well, it looks like we are going to have to go without interviews tonight as I'm not getting a response. And one of the teams fully hopped off. In the meantime, feel free to check out the rest of our content as well as our previously commented games. This was brought to you by our sponsor, Two True Brand. And music, as shown, it was brought to you by Room 6. This is your host, Get Swifty, signing off for the KLA. Have a good